If you're a woman and you're over 40, especially if you're going through perimenopause or menopause, one of the most important things you need to focus on is maintaining or building your lean muscle mass. And the reason why is simple. After the age of 40, you start to lose more and more muscle every single decade. And less muscle means less strength, less energy, and less ability to do what you want to do with your body. But the good news is it doesn't take long to build and preserve lean muscle mass, which is exactly what this video is about. So let's take you through a simple 10-minute follow-along routine that you can do to gain muscle after menopause. Now, this simple routine only has 3 different movements, each designed to target a different area of your body that is super essential for maintaining strength and lean muscle mass. I'm going to show you the moves right now, and then we're going to get started with a follow-along 10-minute workout. So the first move is going to be a simple move called the sit to stand, right? It's really like a squat, but what you're going to do is start with feet slightly wider than hip width, push the weight back to your heels, make sure your knees are going the same direction as your toes, come down, touch your butt, reverse the motion, and stand up like this. I'll give you more tips on the sit to stand as we go through the follow-along workout. Now, the second movement we're going to do is we're going to turn the chair. We're going to use the back of the chair or a countertop, make sure it's sturdy, and we're going to do a simple push-up. The big thing you want to focus on here is keeping your butt tucked and squeezed like this, so don't let it sag down or push up to protect your lower back. And then as you come down, bring your elbows towards your hips to protect your shoulders and use all the muscles of the upper body. And the final movement we're going to do is called a low chair tabletop lift, and I'll show you a few different variations to make sure there's a right fit for you. But essentially what we're going to do is bring our hands behind us, turn our fingertips to the outside like this. We're going to pull our shoulder blades back and down, and we're going to see if we can lift our butt off the chair and extend the hips up like this before coming back to the start position. So now that you know the 3 different movements, let's get started with your 10-minute follow-along routine. We're going to do 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest on each one of these movements, and we're going to do them for 3 rounds. So get yourself a sip of water, a chair, put your phone or your tablet down, and follow along. Okay, let's get started with the first movement, the sit to stand, in 3, 2, 1, and go. So feet are slightly outside of hip width, toes turned outward. We're bringing our butt down to the chair and back up just like this. Now, some things to really focus on are pushing your knees out and making sure your knees are going the same direction as your toes as you sit and stand back up like this. Another thing to consider is don't let your knees come forward to start the motion, but rather push the butt backwards and keep the weight on the heels as you come down. That's going to put more of the pressure on your hips and less of the pressure on your knees, which is great for someone with knee pain. And finally, you can also use your hands on your knees for support, which can be really helpful for people who don't have enough strength to do this particular movement. You're almost finished there. Let's do one more rep and then rest. And we're going to do 20 seconds of rest. So what I want you to do is take some deep breaths into your belly, try to recover your breath, find your chair with the back of your chair like this or the countertop, something nice and sturdy that you're going to do your push-ups on, okay? We're going to come into that plank position. We're going to start with high chair push-ups in 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis. Now drop the elbows towards the hips as you come down as far as you can, and then press back up like this. Now, another thing that's really helpful if you have weak wrists is to squeeze the surface that you're grabbing onto. That's going to help strengthen your wrists as you do these high chair push-ups. And if they still bother, you can turn your fingertips to the outside like this. Oftentimes that will make people with wrist pain feel so much better as they're doing push-ups. We're going to inhale as we go down. We're going to exhale as we go up, and we're going to keep the glutes and the core tight the entire time. Again, don't let the butt sag down like this or stick out like this as you're doing these repetitions, and drop the elbows towards the ribs to protect the shoulders. And rest, okay? Now you've got 20 more seconds of rest. We're going to come to the other side of the chair and get set up for our tabletop lifts. Now I'm going to show you a few different variations of this one because not everybody can do the fully extended tabletop lift from a chair. So let's start by turning our fingertips to the outside like this and go in 3, 2, 1. And what you're going to do first is pull the shoulder blades back and down and lift the chest. Now what we're going to do is drive the heels into the ground. And for your first rep, just see if you can lift your butt off the chair a little bit. If you can't, that's okay too. You can just lift your chest toward the sky and drive your heels on the ground and then come back down and rest. Now on your next reps, what you want to do is see if you can curl your heels towards your butt and lift your hips up ever so slightly, okay? And then come back down. And the whole time we're pulling the shoulder blades back and down, and we're fully locking the arms right? Where this isn't a tricep dip movement. This is a movement that works on the posterior chain, the backside of the body, and really opening and stretching the shoulders too. A great way to breathe too is inhale up and exhale down, rest. Now shake it out. We've done 1 round. We're gonna do that same routine now 2 more times around. So you can go a little bit faster if you feel comfortable. You can keep going slow if that feels more comfortable for you. But let's focus on doing things with perfect form, because remember, when you move your body better, you feel better in your body. So outside hip width, toes turned out. Let's start with our sit to stands. Inhale down, exhale up. I like to use my hands in front of me like this as a counterbalance to help the motion a little bit. And again, remember, the knees don't go forward, the butt goes backwards as we go down on the chair. And on the way back up, what I like to think about is I bring my belly button between my thighs while keeping a nice flat back. Then I push my weight into my heels and I extend my hips like this. That makes the motion more of a hip motion like this, rather than a knee motion like this, which for a lot of people can cause pain, all right? Let's keep at it. You got 10 seconds left. Inhale down, exhale up, slow and controlled. Nice tall posture. Keep your shoulder blades pulled back. Don't reach your arms out and hunch your upper back like this. And rest, all right? Shake it out. Some deep breaths to recover. If you need to get some water, now is a great time. And you could turn your chair or find your high chair support for push-ups. And remember, the most important part of these push-ups is to squeeze the glutes and keep the core tight in that plank position, all right? So squeeze the glutes, keep the core tight. Now I'm gonna teach you something really cool to make this more of a core exercise and to protect your shoulders more. Instead of just focusing on pushing your arms forward and away from you like this, I want you to first imagine that you're dragging the chair backwards like this. It shouldn't actually move, but you wanna push your hands down in the chair. Now you're gonna feel your stomach muscles firing way more. Now try to keep that tension of pushing down against the chair like this as you do the push-ups. Inhaling down, exhaling up. It might make it feel a little bit harder, but what it's doing is it's strengthening your core more and it's protecting your spine more. So it's okay to do an easier movement where you're protecting your spine more rather than doing a harder movement where you might be creating some risk for your back. Go ahead and rest. Now we're gonna jump over to our tabletop lifts, okay? So we're gonna start by turning our fingertips to the outside like this. We're gonna bring our hips to the edge. And remember, the most important part here is shoulder blades back and down the entire time, all right? Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. And remember, if you're just able to do this, lift your butt ever so slightly. That's totally fine. On this one, if you can, you could try to push your hips as high as you can. And I really focus on squeezing my glutes and pushing my hands backwards behind me to get as much range of motion as possible in this movement, okay? But again, if all you're doing is this, that's totally fine. Just putting pressure on your hands, pulling your shoulder blades back and down, and doing your best to lift your hips. It's important to listen to your body as you do this. We want to build muscle, we want to build strength, but we don't want to hurt ourselves in the process. So go slow at first. Listen to your body and focus on form and movement. It's so much more important than how many repetitions you can do or how intensely you can go through this routine. All right, rest it up. That's 2 rounds down. We have 1 round left of this routine, and then you're done. And that's it, a 10-minute routine. Isn't that great? How you can get a 10-minute routine that will help you build and maintain lean muscle mass and strength, okay? So let's get focused on this last round. Feet slightly turned outward, slightly outside hip width. We're gonna get started in 2, 1, and inhale down, exhale up. Using the arms as counterbalance or using the arms on your knees like this, okay? As you come up and down. Focusing on hip extension, not on knee extension. Really focusing on using the glutes and the hamstrings as we stand up from the chair. And if this becomes too easy for you, we can do something different. We can come all the way up on our toes at the top and go a little bit faster. And if that feels really easy for you and your body's pretty good at absorbing impact, we can do a little hop at the top and make it even faster. And that will work both your cardiovascular system and work the muscles of your legs even more at the same time. You're almost there. Let's do 1 more rep and rest. Catch your breath. Some deep belly breaths. Get some water if you need to. We're gonna do 1 more round of push-ups, 1 more round of tabletops, and that's it. You'll have your 10-minute routine, okay? So remember on this one, that tip I gave you last time was squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, but then imagine you're pulling the chair down like this. So let's get started right now. Inhale down, elbows go towards the hips. Exhale as we press back up. Push down against the chair with your hands. Inhale down, exhale up. Now for some of you, this could be too challenging. I do want to mention that if you want to go halfway down and back up, that's totally fine too. The big thing is if you come back to this video over and over again, over time, we want to slowly increase your range of motion until you're able to touch your chest all the way down to the chair and back up, okay? Remember to keep those elbows tucked in. Nice tall posture through the top of your head. Don't let your chicken neck go back and forth like this while you're doing the push-ups. And remember, squeeze those glutes and core the entire time. You're almost there, you're almost finished. And rest, okay? Now, next thing we're gonna do is our tabletops. So let's put our fingertips backwards like this. Let's open our chest, pull our shoulder blades back and down, and we have one last movement to do today. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Press the heels on the ground, squeeze the glutes, extend the hips, and then come back down slowly. And remember, if all you can do is lift your butt up just a smidge or even just feel some of the weight lift off your butt, that's totally fine too, right? The point is we're trying to open the shoulders, we're trying to strengthen the muscles that improve your posture, which especially for women over 50, this is a really big area for most women. So doing this movement is so powerful at not only helping you gain muscle and strength, but also improving your posture and your ability to move freely again. You're almost there, you only got 8 seconds left of this workout. Keep going, maybe one more repetition after that. Finish strong, fully extend the hips if you can, and rest. Well, there you have it, a really simple 10-minute routine that you can do to preserve and gain lean muscle mass. Because remember, when we maintain our lean muscle mass, we have strength and we feel good, we have a good metabolism, we have good energy. And so come back to this video and do this workout over and over again until you notice a difference in how your body feels. Because remember, when you move your body better, you feel better in your body. And it only takes about 10 minutes.